Hey guys, what's going on? It's Boris with Texas Basketball Scouts. I'm here with my buddy Devin with the Spurs Tournament Series, and we're going to talk a little bit about an upcoming coaches clinic that you guys are going to be hosting. So, Devin, how's it going? And tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Hey, good to be here with you, Boris. We're launching something for the first time. It's a coaches clinic aimed at AAU select travel ball coaches. We have a partner organization called Positive Coaching Alliance. They work with USA Basketball and also certify a lot of coaches for our Spurs Youth Basketball League. But we felt this could be a great value for a lot of the coaches that may be first time, maybe their dads, maybe this is a part-time thing, and they want some advice on the best way to approach dealing with, teenage kids and things like that. And so the program is called Double Goal Coaching, coaching for winning and life lessons. So I think it shares with these coaches that the impact you have on kids is greater than the confines of the 94 by 50 feet of a basketball court. And so I think it helps put that in perspective. We're also going to bring in a senior basketball official, to come discuss things from an official's perspective, because I know that's always a source of contention with coaches when they go to tournaments and they don't know necessarily how to approach officials. It can lead to technical fouls, things like that. And so we're hoping that this perspective can help them and how they navigate that relationship. But fundamentally, we want to offer resources for these coaches who come and play in our tournaments. And I think we've made no secret that we really care about the values of the game and integrity, success, and caring that are our core values that have come down from Coach Popovich all the way through. We want to see that reflected at our tournaments. And we thought, what better way than to share this coaches clinic? It's completely free. Any coach can sign up for it. You don't have to have any minimum qualifications. We want experienced coaches. We want new coaches. We want everybody. And for those that come, the first 100 coaches that sign up, we offer 2 Spurs tickets as an incentive. Wow. So it's a 2-hour block. It's Sunday, February 25th over at Antioch Community Center. There's a church and gym right there. It's where the Silver Stars used to practice. It's right next to the AT&T Center. Like I said, it's 2 to 4 o'clock on Sunday the 25th. We'll bring in Positive Coaching Alliance. We have some on-court and some presentations, some speakers. So we think it's going to be great. We think it's a great value, for anybody to attend. And we encourage anyone that's getting into coaching for the first time or getting ready to start a new season to come be a part of it.
Man, that's awesome. So basically what you guys are doing is putting on a clinic that any coach, and I mean, we know a lot of AAU basketball coaches and things like that. So this is basically something that they can go to just learn more about the game and just educate themselves. And I mean, this is just something that you guys are putting on for free to benefit the coaches. That's awesome, man.
Absolutely. It's about the game of basketball, and it's also about how to deal with and make an impact in young people's lives. And I think fundamentally that's the most important job a coach has. Mm-hmm. And we're all here to win and develop basketball, and that's the primary focus. But that's just the avenue to which we communicate to these youth what's important and how to behave yourself and seeing yourself as an example. So that's very important to us. I mean, we're all about winning and high level of competition. You know that. You've been out to the tournaments, but this is an important piece, and we want to share that with the community.
That's awesome. One of the things that comes to mind for me when I think about this clinic and kind of what you guys are trying to do as far as the education piece, I think about leadership, right? Because let's just break it down. I mean, we have an AAU basketball coach, right? That's kind of the title that they'll have.
Right.
But really they're leaders, right? I mean,
absolutely.
The kids that are on their teams look up to them and they're role models. So they probably should get some kind of training as far as how they're going to impact the kid's life or how they're viewed. And really, the coach and basketball plays such a huge part in these kids' lives that it's great that you guys are trying to help them at those core values.
I mean, think about it, especially during the spring and summer for the serious team. They're traveling and they're playing every weekend. These kids may spend more time with their coaches than their parents during the summer, right? And they've got school ball and they're doing all these things, but during the off season from school basketball, who's more important in this kid's life than the person they spend the most amount of time with? I mean, you look at several NBA players and they always talk about when they had a good AAU coach, what that meant to them. But I think anybody, you look back on it and played sports, you can name right away, hey, who's your favorite coach? Who had a really good impact on your life? And that's very powerful. But at the same token, you can remember who wasn't a good coach, who wasn't a good example. And, there's a lot of coaches out there that are great tacticians. X's and O's, they know what scheme to run, they know what practice to run. But you never stop developing who you are as a person. As a tournament director, I never stop trying to improve and get better. Same thing with coaches. This coaches clinic isn't for people that don't know what they're doing. It's for everybody. So, we encourage really anyone to come out there and be a part of it and hopefully learn something to share, fellowship with your other coaches and network, and you never know what might come of it.
Great. I mean, I don't know what all you guys have on the agenda, but, even something that I'm trying to do this year with Texas Basketball Scouts is educate kids and players about the college basketball process and the college admissions process, which oftentimes gets overlooked. Like, we hear about tournaments, but we don't ever hear about taking the SAT or talking to a college admissions counselor. So it seems like if a coach is participating in trying to make himself or herself better by going to a clinic, maybe we can start trying to educate the players about the college process, because to me, and what I'm trying to do is trying to help kids get to college and get it paid for by using their talents, their God-given ability and talents of basketball. Mm-hmm. But it takes work and it takes the help of others. So I'm glad to see that, you guys are giving teams and kids just more ammo to prepare themselves with
more resources,
for life. Yeah.
Right? There's no guarantee in what we do that you're going to get a college scholarship, but I would say that's the goal of most of these kids, these players, is they want to go play basketball in college, hopefully get their college paid for. And you're absolutely right. Taking the SAT is a critical juncture. You can't have official recruiting visits until you do some of those things. There's all sorts of qualifications that you need to meet away from the basketball floor. I mean, being a good enough player is obviously a critical piece, but there's more to it than that. And the more that your coach can help you with that, the more you're prepared and you understand, that's going to only increase your chances. And by the same token, it's not, it's also how you conduct yourself. If a college coach is there and he's seeing the program that a coach is running and the coach is screaming, the parents are on the floor, the kids mouthing off the officials, getting technical fouls, well, there's a kid that's just as talented at the next tournament. So I think it's a whole picture, and it certainly has never hurt anyone advancing to be courteous, respectful, and all of those things, and exhibit values. That's only a plus. Sportsmanship is huge. So yeah, I mean, I think that stay tuned. There's probably more to come on that player education piece, because that's important to us, because that's what's important to the kids that play in these tournaments. Is that's what they want. So we want to help them achieve their goal.
That's great. Well, hey man, I'm excited. About your clinic that's coming up. Who knows? I might even try to attend it myself just to kind of learn.
Absolutely.
But I guess for one more time for everyone that's watching, tell us again the date and the time and location for the coaches clinic.
So it is on Sunday, February 25th at Antioch Community Center. It's on the east side, close to the AT&T Center, from 2 to 4 o'clock. And all are welcome. I encourage you to be there. I'll be there. I'm always learning, always getting better as well. And the speakers we're bringing in through the Positive Coach Alliance, very powerful, very motivating. Puts a lot of things in perspective. So I would encourage anyone to go. I'll be there. Hopefully we'll see you there, and maybe pick up a couple Spurs tickets on the way as an incentive. So
cool. Well, Devin, that's awesome, man. Keep up the great work. I'm excited to see what other things are going to come from your organization this year. But thank you for doing what you do.
Hey, it's my pleasure.